Hey, so this is my guide to eyebrow piercing. So, before you get it done, make sure you ask your parents and tell them the pros and cons. If they still say no, just deal with it and don't get it done. Also, make sure you're 100% sure before getting any types of piercings, because they could scar and remind you of what you did, which you really wasn't happy with. So, bars or rings? Well, personally I found rings easier to clean, but I was more likely to bang them, whereas bars are harder to clean, but less likely to bang them. So you have to take your pick there. Also keep in mind that rings, you have to remove them with pliers, but they're also generally a little cheaper. Price varies from parlour to parlour, so you should go on the parlour which looks cleanest, not going off price. Also, if you want to do it yourself, make sure you know all the information that you need to know, like research first, because I really want it to go wrong, because that could be bad. Pain, I personally didn't find that it hurt, but it varies from person to person. It's probably as bad as your ears, which really don't hurt if you ask around, you know. Basically, what they do is they numb it, then they clamp it, and then they get a needle, and then they get your bar or ring and hook it through. It's quite simple, really. So yeah, it's really quick. Honestly, you don't realise like done. So cleaning, you get your little cotton wool pads. You can use cotton wool, or you can just use your finger. That's what they look like. You get your salt, put it in a glass, boil your kettle, put your water in the glass from the kettle, and then clean away, you know. Obviously make sure your hands are clean first, because they won't be good. Then dry it. If it gets infected, use hot water with a cotton pad in it, put a little bit of pressure on it, and gunk should come out if it is really infected. So yeah, keep doing that until all the gunk's gone, you know what I mean. Do it as your usual cleaning thing, which when you first get it done for the first 2 weeks, you should be cleaning it about 3 times a day. Then you can then cut it down to 2, like morning and night, and then eventually just cut it down to 1, you know, but it's a slow process. You might want to ask your piercer when you should cut it down. School or work. If your school or work won't allow piercings, I recommend you don't get one done. But if you get it done anyway, you can put a retainer in, which looks like this here. Yeah. Retainers, the price varies, of course, and at the end, you see that little bit there? It's called an O-ring. They're really easy to lose, so I recommend getting several. Yeah, because you don't really want to lose it, and then you're like, oh my god, for the rest of the day. Measuring. So basically, you get your ruler and the millimeter bit, and you measure from one hole to the other. For thickness, you just go that way and measure the thickness, okay? From a bar, if you're just measuring an actual bar, you just measure between the balls. If it's a ring, you measure the diameter, like that, and then the thickness. Yeah, clear. Yeah, so that's how you measure it, because you obviously want new jewellery. About jewellery, there's quite a lot of different types of jewellery for eyebrow piercings. You've got your straight bar, and you've got your curved bar. Curved bars are probably better, because that way you can then put a ring if you want a ring. There's different types of rings, and then there's horseshoes and stuff. You just gotta like look out for different types of jewellery and stuff. And once you know how big your piercing is, you can be away. Jewellery probably shouldn't be changed for about a year. Though I've changed mine to put a retainer in, which is okay, I guess. But I wouldn't recommend changing it on a daily basis, because you're more likely to get it infected. I guess if you wanted to go out somewhere fancy, so you wanted a nice piece of jewellery, that would be fine. But you should always ask your piercer because I'm not the expert here. But yeah, so I hope this has helped, and I'd just like to say thanks for watching, and enjoy your eyebrow piercings.